James is a sleek, shiny, new engine that was here on the island of Sodor for a very long time. He had a golden dome, a real gold dome, and everything. He was a very spiffy engine. But sometimes James got too conceited of himself. I started to boast and say he was the best. All of the other engines got real annoyed at this. All the other engines got really annoyed that and some of them even got fed up with James and started to yell at him just for boasting so much. And sometimes they would go out in an angry outburst, outraging. I'm the best. I look the best, I act the best, and I even work the best. That's not true, said Gordon. Yeah, that isn't true, said Neil. There are a lot of other engines better than that. Better than you. Oh, are you sure? Maybe you didn't look closely enough, James said, because I have the best red paint there is. I have pure red. P-U-R-E, red paint. And sleek buffers, and I'm polished. Weekly. Actually, not weekly, daily. But I always do that in a secret place, so you don't know where it would be. Oh, I never knew that, said Thomas. Me neither, said Percy. Gosh, you learn something new every day. Yeah, that's right. That's right, said Thomas. James, you're not the best engine. And like Neil said, I've seen better engines than you before. For example, look at Gordon for a second. James looked at Gordon. Gordon felt very proud. Gordon actually gets to pull one of the most important train there is. The Netford Express coaches. That's true, I do. It's very important, and the passengers need to get where they need to go. Yes, that is true, said Thomas. So, don't think you're the best. If I had to say, I'd say that you could be one of the most Namby-Pamby engines ever. James got so mad that he started to yell and complain. Thomas is lying. Thomas is lying. I am not Namby-Pamby. Everyone says that. Everyone says that, said Thomas. What? Yelled James. That's an outrage. I'm getting out of here. And with that, James got to the turntable. He got on the turntable. Puffed away. I am not Namby-Pamby, he said to himself as he raced along the track very madly. He even got so mad that when he went onto the bridge, he decided to cause confusion and delay. You know what, audience? You know what I'm gonna do, audience? He says to the audience, I'm gonna cause so much confusion and delay at the top of that I'm gonna blame it on Thomas, Percy, and Neil. Yeah, I like this plan. Maybe I'll even steal the express from Gordon. Nah, how about I not? The express is too, what you call it? Too Namby-Pamby-ish. Yeah, that's right, Namby-Pamby-ish. For me, a great engine like me, should always pull the best trains there are. That James went down the hill. But when he went down, he crashed. Sorry. Oh no, James said. My beautiful red paint, my tender, all my beautiful coal, and all my hard work ruined. At the shed that was really right next to where James crashed, all the engines were laughing. That's so funny. I know it is, said Thomas and Percy in sync. We all know that's for sure, Gordon, said Neil in his Scottish accent. When did you gain a Scottish accent? Said Gordon. Oh, I've been practicing it for many days now. Yeah, so I've been practicing it, said Neil in his regular voice. Percy said, when is James gonna get better? See? Better. Oh, I don't know. I hope it's a couple of years. Ha 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 ha. They all laughed. They all laughed. Then Thomas thought of a great idea. Maybe, said Thomas. James was heartbroken, sitting there with his tender derailed. He did not want to talk. He did not want any of the engines to know. Until he saw one of the other main line engines. The Flying Scotsman. The Flying Scotsman just raced past him until he noticed and he backed up. And he backed up and he came to head. He raced as fast as he could. James! Oh my gosh! What happened? Said the Flying Scotsman. I accidentally fell. I went back down the mountain side backwards. And this is what happens. How Namby-Pamby-ish am I for doing that? I'm sure you're Namby, but not Pamby, I'm sure. But I'm gonna go get a workman. I'm gonna go get a workman to help clean you up. Clean you up, he Flying Scotsman said. and he raced away. James was left there, just sitting there, singing his old-fashioned song. It was Banjo on My Knee. And, it actually wasn't called Banjo on My Knee. It was actually called Banjo on My Boiler. So, then the Flying Scotsman came back with the workmen. This calls for a serious case, said the workmen. They went to James' tender, and he fixed it up. My job here is done. James was so relieved. He was now back on the track. Oh, thank you, Flying Scotsman. Don't thank the amazing Flying Scotsman. Thank the workman. Say, where'd he go? Oh, I don't know, said James. But I don't really care either. I'm going back to the shed. Say nothing about this. Okay, I won't, said the Flying Scotsman. I'll only tell 500,000. I'll only tell 500,000 people on Train Book, but that's okay. On Boiler Book, but okay. Okay, bye. That James raced away. James felt great. I can now be on the track, he said with glee. Yay! Then James came down the mountain. He came down the mountain. Don't tell anyone about this. Okay, we won't. Thank you. Then James came back to the shed. Oh no, James. All of the engines kept their mouths shut on James's mishap. They didn't want him to know. They didn't want James to know that they knew about it.